Hello, my YouTubers. How's everybody doing? Okay, this is going to be like a part 3. Alright, went and found a matching post. Now I'm cutting it to fit. It's exactly got to be 56 inches long. But what I wanted to do is see what I could salvage off the old ones. So what I did was I, of course, cut this. This is the part I was telling you wasn't attached. Okay, this is the original. It's the match for this, as you can see. Okay, see, that's the exact match. Okay, I cut it. The new one down here, exactly this length. Now, what I did was I took all the box trim off this and cleaned it all up, and everything fits perfect. So, just like it was placed on here, it was like this. Okay, that way I don't have to cut more wood, create all these 45-degree angles here, and do any of the trim work, because none of this stuff was damaged. So all I did was pull it off with, of course, my Dremel. Use that and just surgically removed all the fine nails. And you can see these trim pieces here, and the way they fit, just like this. So that's how that goes, okay? And then, of course, you just nail it all in and caulk it all in. Caulk your areas in right here, and that's pretty much it. And you just transfer all the old wood, which is in still good shape. There's nothing wrong with it. See? Nothing wrong with it at all. Onto the new board. Okay, so there's the new one, new post. And like I said, all you have to do is just transfer the old right on here, just like this. Of course, you got to do all 4 sides, just like that, and bingo, you've got the new replacement part of it. Right there it is. Okay, that's how you do it. There's the old one that I cut. Now I'm getting ready to cut my 56 inches right here. And this has got to be absolutely square. When you cut across this thing, you got to make sure you absolutely follow the line all the way down on all 4 sides. This is a careful cut you got to make right here, because you got to make this thing absolutely flat. And even if you off a little bit, no big deal. Then you just take a flat, belt sander, and then you make sure you sand it, and you get a nice flat edge like this. See, it's nice and flat. What I've also done is I found at Lowe's this piece here, because the old construction is hollow. Okay? See, it's hollow. So I told the homeowner, I said, let's reinforce this and let's do something a little bit smarter. So we found these boards here, and as you can tell, like a peg in a hole. See, it fits right in there. See, that'll give me an extra leg of support and make a solid piece of wood. And all I have to do, of course, is just nail the big old sinker nail right into here, and that'll secure it on this side here. And I went ahead and got 2 lengths of these, so I create my 56 inches. Okay, so that's how you do that. All right. And of course, I got all my tools. I use a lot of DeWalt stuff, which I have, and of course my Bosch saw. There you go. All right. This job looked harder than it was originally, just because of where this post was holding up this overhang on the 2nd floor. After I thought about it for a while and I started cutting this thing out, I said, okay, this is no big deal. I just got to get lucky. Hopefully Lowe's has a duplicate post, which they did. So apparently the lumber or the type of wood that they were using in the posts and the turns and all that stuff, they were getting it from Lowe's. So, which is good even for 14, 15 years ago. So this post is exactly the same matchup. I mean, down to I mean, it's a perfect match. So that's cool. I thought we'd have to go out and get it milled, to be the exact thing, but we don't have to. That's good. It saves us a lot of money. But it's just one of those projects where if you have a little bit of carpentry skills and you know your mathematics and you know how to make cuts, straight cuts, and you can repiece all this stuff and salvage what you need to off the old construction, then you really save yourself a lot of time, and you also save yourself a lot of material, because I would have to think about it, there's 4 sides and there's 2 different cuts, the fascia board and then of course the trim board. That would be an additional 8 cuts that I would have to make, and then you multiply that by 2, that's 16 cuts I would have to make just to get these pieces here made, these manufactured. All I did was take them off very carefully, nothing broke, used the Dremel over there and just cut the brad nails. There's only 2 brad nails was holding here, 2 brad nails here, 2 brad nails here, and I just cut on the back side once I removed these, and I was able to salvage all this wood here. So, and like I said, it's in still good shape, so there's no big deal there. And I'll just reassemble the whole thing and then put the thing back in place. Now, like I said on the second video, they did not attach this to the top of the overhang. It was just 2 brad nails were shot in it from the outside fascia board. But the top itself, here, this whole surface was not attached to the ceiling. So that to me is just pretty bad. That's just not cool at all, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pilot hole and I'm going to go at probably about a 32-degree angle and put me 2 pilot holes through here, and I'm going to put a big old 4-inch screw here and attach this part here to the ceiling. So that way I know that's secure. And of course at the bottom, same thing. They had only shot a couple of brad nails into the wood because it really didn't take much to get this detached from the board for the retaining wall there that this was sitting on. So what I'm going to do, of course, same thing. I'm going to shoot nails down through here, or screws, and attach them to the hip wall that's up there. All right, guys, that's the project. All right. Handyman Business wood rod. There's 3 more jobs, 2 more jobs that I've got to go on this week. I'm not sure if I'll get to all 3 of them, but I know I'll be able to knock out 2 this week. So there you go, making extra money. If you know your math, if you know a little bit of carpentry skills, if you can cut straight, and you got some basic tools. I don't have any fancy tools out here, but I'm duplicating it, and the homeowner thought, this is going to be a job that they were going to have to bring in this big professional crew. And I told them, no, don't worry, no, don't sweat it. I've got this handled, and I'll make good money on this job. You guys have a great day. This is Tom, Mr. Fix-All Home Garden out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Sign out on another handyman project here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Y'all have a great day.